Hello everyone, welcome to How to VLN channel. In this exercise, we are going to see the steps involved in performing 12.2 to 19C DB upgrade using RMAN backup secured from a snapshot standby DB. Okay, so why is he talking about snapshot standby? We can do it from a normal database, yes we can. But in the normal database, I have database vault configured, so I need to take a backup from the standby database, but it is in snapshot mode with the database vault disabled. I do not have the 1202 or 1201 binary in the target because my target is a 19C, which is on a much higher version of the OS, which is, say, for instance 8.x or something, which is not supporting 1202, or some situation which tells you that you cannot use the 1202 binary to perform a reset logs and then perform the actual DB upgrade after you do a reset logs in 1202 and then perform the DB upgrade checks and do the actual upgrade. So I needed to disable the database vault in the snapshot DB, then take a backup and then move on with the upgrade. Okay, so let's get into the video. This is DB VLAN stream. Okay, the steps as usual at high level. So the source server is this, and the database name is this, and the version is 12.201, and the target server is this, database name is this. We are changing the name of the DB, and the version is 19.3.0. So we need to ensure the step backups are available in the target. I already copied the backup to avoid the red length of the video. So you see, I already finished the copy and the backups are available in the target. And you need to ensure TD wallet is, if at all you have TD wallet, you need to ensure you have the wallet file configured properly and audit file destinations are created. You can see here, I already copied the wallet files. You can see here, the wallet files are already existing in the target under the corresponding wallet directory. I have a separate blog. I will give you the reference in the YouTube video, how to set up a wallet and how to find the location of the wallet and so on. You can take a look there. And then the ADM destination is one of the parameters which has a dependency on OS, so audit file destination. So I had to create the file destination, it's done. And I need to copy the P file from the source to target, right? The P file came along with the backup, if you see. I have already kept the P file here. So, and I need to make necessary changes to the P file. And you see here, I made a global search. You see it's a standby database name. Okay, it's a unique name for the snapshot standby, not the actual primary database name. So I need to search and replace that with the target DB name. That is done. And I removed all the parameters which are not needed. Say file name convert, because these are all standby parameters. False server, log archive config, dest1, dest2. I don't want them to cause any issues during the upgrade or after the during this course of this exercise. They shouldn't be conflicting. We can add it at a later stage when we want to re-establish our standby configuration. So I removed all these parameters. DB file name convert, false server, log archive config, log archive dest1, log archive dest2, log archive, log file name convert. The parameter I added was log archive file, log archive dest1, because I removed this parameter, so I had to add it again. And the modified parameters of this was of a very large value, so I had to downsize this a bit. And DB recovery file test size, I upsized it from 1 GB or 2 GB to 4 GB as per the pre-upgrade recommendation. Okay, I already completed the pre-upgrade checks on the snapshot standby itself. So these are the outcomes of the recommendation. And etc ORATAB entry, I already made the etc ORATAB entry. You can see ggtgt 05t entry is already made. So now from here on we are starting. So I'm still keeping the same old P file name, but I can change it to something else as well, but I didn't. So let's get started. So let me take you to the environment. So this is our target. So I'll change the color of this so it's easy for you to follow through, because I have a couple of more windows open and I don't want you to get confused. Alright, It's very bright. Just give me a minute. I'll put it in the reverse. Fine. It looks nice, I hope. And as usual, let's keep our screen to a smaller size so you don't have to watch the bottom of the screen. Alright. So that's as usual, let's verify the environment. Let's set up our environment. You can see here the name is set and the path is set properly to 19C. Okay. Let's start the P file. Let's start the DB in no mount mode. You can see I am starting 1930. Okay. Start up no mount P file. Let's see if it successfully starts. Whatever changes we made until now is all looking good. Okay. So let's give it a minute. Alright, it started. Okay, instance is started. I wanted to actually create an SP file from the P file. So this was a very temporary setup. Okay, so that's the reason I didn't change the name of the data P file, but it's recommended you change it. We have the SP file created just now. Okay, I'm going to shut down the DB and start it again using the SP file. So while that happens, let's capture the output from the previous step. Now we should be using the SP file. I have a video earlier just showing you how to do the DB upgrade, I guess, but this one is including the restore as well, so you have the restore and upgrade both of them in one single video. It's gonna be pretty lengthy, bear with me. Alright, it's using SP file and instance is started. Also I need to verify if they are using the wallet or not. Yeah, we have the wallet file already. We copied and we copied necessary files, right? We had a SSO file as well, so it's auto login already. Let's secure the outputs. Alright, so here you go. Fine, the next one is control file restore. So I already secured the name of DB ID in the source. So you don't necessarily have to call the DB ID. If you are using an auto backup, you need DB ID, otherwise it's okay, I think. So I'm just setting it as part of my convention. So you see here, this path never existed before, now it is. So because we restored the control file, it's created. Let's mount the DB and let's verify the status of the DB. Okay, it's looking good. Let's verify if the files were properly created and any other file exists in this location. No. So this restore looks good. So next one is we need to catalog the backup pieces. Let's start that. Yes, it knows everything else. Ah, good. Because the path of the file has never changed, so is already known, and yeah, it's expected. They are wallet files, and this is a p file, so it will not be able to read them. So this is nice. It's okay. We have to keep only relevant files in the directory, it seems. So I'm going to restore the DB. Always use command file and shell script, guys. So I know what I'm doing, so I'm restoring the DB. It will take a minute. Let me pause here. Alright. So the restore finished. It took about 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So it went through the restoration, read the pieces, release channel. Okay, it was a clean restore, guys. So the next step is, yeah, it finished. Okay, we'll just verify the data file status, guys. So it says online system. What about this header? It looks fine. Right, let's see. If you can see, all the data files are of the same checkpoint change as the database checkpoint change. So it's a cold backup, like I said. So it looks good. Database. So we verified the restore log. That was okay, and these data files are also looking good. Now we need to rename the files. Redo logs before we move on to the next step. So there are 3 redo logs, but I think you have 4 more standby logs. So 7 files are there. We need to rename all of them. So let me just put a command here. Right. So file. Let me pause here. Okay. Okay. Before we move on to the next step, I just wanted to show you that I made a mistake here. Look here. Not this. I didn't realize I restored the database to the old database path. I made a mistake here, which means that I should have set new name for database to new. So something like this command should have been part of this. Like I make a remark here, set new name for database to new. This should have been included in this command, so it should have used the db unique name to create the files. So now it looks like it warrants it needs another video. So anyway, it's fine for me. This is a lab, so I have no issues. But when you exercise this in your production, ensure you include this command that I missed. So it is set new name for database to new. This will then enter this in addition to the db create file test work together to ensure it creates the data files on the data file path, which includes the db unique name. Okay, fine. So let me show you the next step. So just to show you a glimpse of it, what happened, you see here the files we restored are inside this. Ideally it should have been here, ggtgt05t, but it is inside this file directory. Fine. that's a mistake. Fine, no problem. Doesn't cause any harm to the DB, but it doesn't look good. Alright. So let me run this all together now. Fine, I don't think this will go away. Alright, this is stand period log, so that's the reason why it throws this error. I think I need to clear this file. Give me a minute. Alright. If you notice here, from our last execution, all the files are relocated to src05t, but this one stays in the older path. But it doesn't cause any harm if I go ahead and do the reset logs. The reason is this file path also exists, but I don't want to go that route. So let's give it a try. And dropped, yeah, now I will add it back. So this way, right, because this file already exists. We check. Now such file directory, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I made src05, that's a mistake. Okay, I think I made a mistake across all these files. So it's good. I think I made a mistake to all the files, guys. Unless I had executed this, my whole src doesn't exist. So all the commands would have failed. It is tgt. So now I need to change this path. Give me a minute. Okay, we need to do more fix up now. More fix up. So you see here, I renamed this to this destinations, right? Now I need to change this src to tgt. So this is the only file path that exists. Let me see if it works. Then I'll move on with the rest of the command. Yeah, I did. Let me check. And does this file path exists? Yes, it is. Now let's do restore in one go. See here, 5 is already good, so only I'm changing 467. Now GGTGD05, everything is okay. 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6 6 7 7. Okay, so alright, let me just quickly check if the paths are all valid, otherwise it will cause us issues in the reset logs. Okay, fine. This is looking good, right? This is also looking good. Now let's move on. So the file names are renamed, they are proper. Capture this a bit. Okay, now we are in a situation where we can try opening the DB in reset logs mode. So okay, so this in so 0. Database is mounted. So instance is mounted. Right, database is mounted, instance is mounted, database open, reset logs upgrade. Okay. Let's give it a minute. Let's keep our fingers crossed. So Okay, the first leg is finished. The database is open. It took about 2 minutes or so. And you can see the status of the DB. It's an open migrate state. Okay. So it's done. The first checkpoint is done. So we have a working database in the target. Now our next stage is to verify the DB before we actually do the upgrade. Data files are online. And I'm creating a flash guaranteed restore point, guys. Reason why we need this, because in case if something goes wrong with the upgrade, we will be able to come back to this point. So alright, I have the next command already covered. Yeah, this is our pre-upgrade GGTGD05T guaranteed S, and ACN number is this 9465284. It became okay. This is the important attribute. We had it disabled in the snapshot. If you looked at my previous videos, you may understand what I'm talking about here. This is already disabled, right? And I'm going to conduct the upgrade now. So let me check only one thing, if my recovery file destination is good. Yeah. Do I have capacity across all the file systems? My Vora data has 2.9 GB, or Arc has 5.5 GB. These are the two critical file systems, and user one has 23 GB. All of them looks good. Let's get started. Let's fire the upgrade. Okay. Alright. Fine. I will put this probably in no hub. Okay. So that way I will not face any issues in case even if I miss something. You see here, I didn't create this directory. So I'll create this directory. Yeah, this is a file, no problem. I'll go inside this directory and I will launch this command in NoHub. So HDB upgrade. It's already in the 19C binary, is already sourcing this well. So the DB upgrade is launched. Oh, why is it failing? Come on. I think it cannot run from the NoHub command, I think, but shouldn't face that way. Okay. Okay, so bad file descriptor. Okay, it says log file cannot be written. And look at the std error. I did one upgrade before. Let me check how it looked. Did it create any directory? Yeah, it created a log directory. Fine. Let me run it in foreground though. Let me give it a try. Let me check the DB status. Did it try anything? It's in the same state. And how is the alert log showing? Did it attempt anything here? No, it stays at the guaranteed restore point only. Okay, fine. Good. I'll archive these logs. No, I don't have any. Fine. Let me remove this. Alright, yeah, I need to create this log directory, then only it will work. Fine. How did I miss that? Okay. Now it should work. Fine. It's kicked off. And you can see the upgrade is happening. Let me show you. Yeah. It has kicked off the upgrade 0 and 1. Because we launched it in 2 threads, so it will take I think 30 minutes or so. So we will pause here. I'll make a remark here that I need to create this whole path, not just this. Fine. And one more thing, which DB upgrade we need to run. 19 bin. Okay. Thanks everyone. So now we'll wait for the upgrade to finish, and then I'll show you. Okay. So it will take another 30 minutes for sure. We'll pause here. Okay. So it took nearly 30 minutes to complete the upgrade. It was on time, so my previous experience also says 30 minutes. Now it finished. So let me just paste it here. And if you notice, the DB instance is shut down as it is expected to. Let's look at the upgrade summary. So 19C post upgrade. So all the databases are in upgraded state and now are in 19.3.0. Time was 29:36. So it's on. So time zone version upgrade is recommended. This is the upgrade state after the upgrade is completed. Now let's look at what the temp log says. So grant time is 1914 seconds. Upgrade summary is here. Upgrade overall time is grand upgrade total time is 31 minutes 40 seconds. Okay. Alright, it's already here. Alright, let's take a look at this. Alright, so this is what we saw there. Okay, 19.3.0 patch is applied. How does it look? Face and 105, okay. This is patching log. Assess the examiner. Okay, fine. And if you see here, I already had the alert log open. You can see here. I restarted the database once and it printed all the messages saying these components were upgraded. And it shut the DB down. And it left the DB in the shutdown state. So I'm going to start it now. We're already in 19C home, so we don't have to worry. So let's verify. So the database is in 19C. I'll make a remark here. DB will be shut down at the end of upgrade. the end of upgrade. We need to start the DB manually. Okay. I'll go in steps. I want to verify if we really have a P file, SP file being used. Okay, SP file is used. Let me check if the database is in mount state. Yes, the version of the database is 19.0. Okay. Open as well. Database is open. So SP file is being used. Database is in 19C. And rewrite mode now. Let's quickly go through the steps. I'm checking the instance. Instance is in open state. I'm launching the util.rp. It will take a minute. I'll pause here. Okay, so util.rp finished as well. See, it took around 6 minutes. So 1456 to 1502. And let's run this command as it was suggested. Now we see all the components are valid. Earlier it was showing upgraded, right? So it's adding up, you see here, from 29 minutes to 35 minutes it came. So they have it's very good, right? So just they're upsizing the upgrade time every time when we run this command. So let me just check the status of the objects. Check it here. So valid and option off looks good. Alright, this also looks good. So let me exit this and let me launch the next command now. So okay, we are in the step for time zone upgrade. Alright, so post time zone upgrade, I'm going to upgrade the time zone now. Sorry, time zone upgrade. Yeah, this the first command is upgrade check. Okay, next one is upgrade apply. So I mean, as such, this time zone upgrade is not going to cause you a very big trouble, because it only if you do not have timestamp data, it is very quick. Now let's upgrade the time zone. So this will, I think, restart the DB twice, so as the name implies, and it will take, I think, 5 minutes. So let me pause here. Alright, so you can see here the apply command started and it finished as well. So it's asking me to exit this window and start a fresh one. So we exited it here. So this step is also done, and we now need to look for the next step. So give me a minute. As it suggested, I exited the window. Now I need to run the post timestamp upgrade tasks. So okay, I'll give this path. Find the time zone is version 32. It meets the current release needs. So it looks good. So we don't need to worry about anything. Let's change the compatibility parameter. Before you change it, any parameter, we need to take a backup of the P file. Alright. So I'm dropping the restore point. You will still see the restore point here. Grab the command. Okay, the guaranteed restore point is still around, so we need to remove it. We are almost close, guys, so we just need to do one database bounce and do few more steps. That's all. With the you will not be able to start the database again with the restore point that was created in the version compatible with 12.2 with the latest compatible parameter. The restore point cannot go across the compatibility, so just be aware. That's the reason I dropped the restore point. That's one of the limitation of flashback feature. And so the stats collection will take another 1 minute or 2 minutes each of them, but I will actually close these tasks and I'll show you. Let me show you because I don't want it to stay until the end of the video. If you see this, database is in read-write mode. All the databases are open, system are online, all the registry components are valid. All the objects indexes in the system are valid. Alright, and registry version is 1900. Alright, and I'll launch this. So launch these commands, and we can launch it in parallel from 2 streams if you have sufficient capacity in your machine. Alright, I launched it in the other window as well, so both these commands can run in parallel. Let's look at the alert log if there are any errors after the upgrade. So this is 1508, but I think this is coming from the timestamp upgrade, so this is okay. And this was redo log renaming, so this is fine. You can see here the guaranteed restore point creation and so on. Alright, so I think it will take few minutes, guys, for it to finish, but anyway, they'll complete with PL SQL procedure successfully completed message or so. I'll just pause it for a minute and then we can take a look. Alright, so the fixed object starts finished. Similarly, dictionary starts also finished. So this closes our exercise, guys. So we finished all the steps in the upgrade as well. And thanks for staying with me. And except that one remark, which is saying set new name for database to new. Set new name for database to new. So except that one single command, I think the whole procedure is very valid. And I hope you liked this video. If you like, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to How to Villain channel. Thank you. Bye.